I was part of Guinness Book of World Record history on Friday night.
How much weight do you put on during a 5-day rum bender on an island where you're relying heavily on carbs to balance out the booze in your belly?
What if there was a murder on the island? I don't see anybody get murdered, but come on. One billionaire, and then people have to solve it.
I'm having a hard time figuring out why so many of your ideas eventually lead to a civil war.
Who are the two biggest cowards on the island? You found them.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, as always, you know him from Netflix on the series Tires and his amazing stand-up special Move Closer. It's Chip Chantry.
And over here to my left is Mr. Thomas O'Brien, Emmy award-winning producer, writer, and my pal. Grab a float, put on your earphones, and drift away. Grab a Mai Tai.
Because it's great to be in the tropics with your boys.
Thomas tickled Teddy's tush at Trader Joe's on Tahunga. Thomas tickled Teddy's tush at Trader Joe's on Tahunga. Thomas tickled Teddy's tush at Trader Joe's on Tahunga. Thomas tickled Teddy's tush at Trader Joe's on Tahunga.
Hey, Chip, we're already rolling, buddy.
Oh, sorry, just doing my vocal warm-ups. Hey, everybody.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. And this episode is piping hot, Chip.
So hot, I touched it and got angry.
Here's the rundown. The Caribbean is going low tech. How low? Grandma with a flip phone low?
Sounds like limbo low is what you're talking about.
You have to stick around to find out. Saint Barth's is hosting a 5-day beachside rum competition.
I'm going to be pretty low after that one.
And we learn the secrets about billionaire vacations, at least the ones that have not been redacted.
No black bars in this episode.
Plus, we check into the Hypochondriac corner, celebrate the man with some Jimmy Buffett facts, crown a new fish of the week, and crack open the good book for some Guinness Book of World Records. And the Trouble in Paradise hotline is open, Chip.
It's so open.
They can leave us a voicemail talking about their worst vacation disasters at 310-845-6038. Leave us a voicemail. We'd love to talk about it. Come on. It's time for an old-fashioned slather. We got to get this thing going right.
There are tornado warnings in Philadelphia today, but in my heart, it is sunny and warm and beautiful, and I'm slathering it up.
A tornado warning in Philadelphia?
Yes.
That's not common, right?
It's getting to be more common these days.
Really?
Yeah. We had a microburst a week or two ago. A microburst. They're like, it's not a tornado. It's a microburst. But every tree within a mile radius is basically down. So, but you know.
Whoa. I had no idea you were having so much wind.
Windy. A lot of rain.
All right. This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. I was told that I could call down to obtain some not-so-legal items.
Mr. Chantry, we're not going through this again. The hotel does not engage in that type of illegal
You know you can score it for me. I got $300 cash.
Even if I could get it, $300 can't buy you a baby panda.
How about a monkey?
Chip!
Thomas, happy podcast day.
Happy podcast day.
I would say the day of the week, but people listen at different times. They watch at different times. So whatever day of the week it is right now, it's your time.
It's no longer a monoculture, but it sure as hell is a mono time. It's all times at once.
Absolutely.
Chip, episode 71 of the Sunburnt podcast.
We'll round in the corner on 72.
We are. We're coming right up on 72.
Barreling down on 73. I don't even want to talk to you about 77, man.
Well, a lot of people call 77 the golden podcast.
They do.
You get to 77, that's the golden podcast. You get your co-host, a gift made of gold.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for it.
And more importantly, dude, we are 126 days away from Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise, where we will be running wild in Waikiki for a week.
Where we will be, and I get to say the word, we'll be back in Hawaii.
Yeah.
In 136 days.
No, 126.
126, Jesus.
It's even closer.
So we'll be back in Hawaii. Did it last Thanksgiving, doing it again. I'm so excited. I know that it's not easy to get a reservation for Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving in Honolulu. So come to the show. A little dinner and a show. Boom. We got you covered.
Not necessarily a full coursed out Thanksgiving meal, but they will have some Thanksgiving items, some Thanksgiving themed drinks.
Yes.
But dude, it's just the best way to spend Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I did Thanksgiving in Hawaii one time. I'm going to try and do it every year for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You experienced it last year. And then to top it all off with a great comedy show. Come on, man.
We're ready.
Right there off the beach, you can step off the sand, go right up to Chip's show.
Wipe those feet first if you could.
Yeah, we're going to be respectful of the space. The Blue Note Hawaii is a very nice venue.
Classy joint.
Tickets at BlueNoteHawaii.com, or you can just go to SunburntPodcast.com. Those are the two places to find not scalp tickets. So if you don't want to overpay, go there. You'll get the best rates. And man, I am fired up about it, buddy.
As you should be. I'm ready.
And that's comedy and travel in the future, but we've got some comedy to talk about in the present. So a big comedy weekend, Chip.
Huge comedy weekend in Philadelphia and the world.
Yeah, for the world, really. I mean, I was over here in Los Angeles, and all of a sudden my feed was just blowing up with the Gillis thing. But you also had a great show too. Like, tell me about how was the comedy weekend in Philly, dude?
Comedy weekend was great. I guess we'll go backwards. Saturday night had a great show at Next in Line Comedy Club. Love that place. It was just a really fun crowd was out there. Also, brave the storms. We had some storms that night too, and they came out, and it was great. Ran the hour, and the new hours is fun.
Yeah.
My buddy Steve Gerben from Tires, definitely my old buddy. He came and is getting back into stand up, so he did a spot which was great to see. And Betty from the venue, who was also a great comedian.
Oh, great!
So it was a great night of comedy. So thank you for everybody coming out to that. I should say, plug it up. Doing the new Claude's Comedy Club in South Philadelphia on Sunday, August 16th.
Beautiful.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. So right here in my neighborhood of South Philadelphia. So come see me on August 16th. But then that was a great night on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Friday night, we're going to get to it a little bit during the World Record portion of the show, Thomas, because I was part of Guinness Book of World Record history on Friday night.
Gosh dang it. We've been talking about being part of a book record. You finally did it.
For about 4 hours on Friday night, I'm not exactly sure, I became the world's tallest man.
Wow.
Yeah. I could see over everybody.
Uh-huh.
Kept bumping my head on a lot of stuff. But no, I shrunk back down and went to Shane Gillis's comedy show at the Linc, literally the football stadium where the Eagles play. He played for an entire stadium of people. I didn't think it would be possible to do it. It was wild, and I have to thank Shane. Shane got Kim and I tickets, and we had a little open bar down in this basement below the in the bowels of the Linc, which is kind of great. We had an open bar beforehand, afterwards. It was great, and then we were like 20th row. We were like right there on the floor. It was in the round, so it was like the stage was in the middle of the stadium, and I have to say, Thomas, like I was like, all right, let's see how this goes, right?
Yeah.
How do you do comedy in an intimate experience like that in such a huge open air venue? And I was like, okay, it'll be a spectacle. He had a lot of guests. Meek Mill, the rapper, came out. 3 6 Mafia came out. It was wild. And then he performed. He did his set, and it was great. And it was the entire time. It was, especially for his set, they really brought the house lights down.
Right.
Like, it really got dark. And, of course, they had the screens and everything. But, I followed it the whole time. The audience was actually, at least where I was like, intently listening. I just figured it was just going to be, like, people talking to whatever. Everybody was focused. It was pretty incredible just to see that. Like, all of those tens of thousands of people focused in at the same time. It was kind of wild. It was a great show. And then went to we got invited to the after party, which was across town. Wasn't going to go because, Daddy's in bed by 11. But,
dude. After parties are tough these days. But some of them you got to make an exception for, Chip.
I was like, I got to do it. So I went, and, it was great. It was beautiful. It's a big venue, probably 200 people there, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
A bunch of, like, local athletes were there.
Local professional athletes.
Professional athletes. No, not just like a local, like, the Dart League is playing. Like,
yeah.
Literally.
There were Phillies there. There were Eagles there.
Jason Kelsey and Kylie Kelsey were there. And so I'm having some food, having some bevies, right?
Yeah.
It's an open bar, Thomas. I mean, come on.
Heck yeah, dude.
There's also bowling alleys because it was literally at Brooklyn Bowl. So there's like people are bowling. Jason Kelsey was bowling. And then there was like a buffet. And then there's like a bar area. And then you step down and there's sort of like a dance floor with a stage where like a band could play or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was a DJ on stage. And it's like, okay, he's DJing. Nobody was really dancing, but like, it's not necessarily that kind of party. Everybody's hanging out. We're seeing old comedy buddies. You're just meeting people. It's dark and everything, but it's cool. But there's a DJ up there. So I'm not paying too much attention, but it's a fun evening. I'm there for probably like 45 minutes at this point. And I see my buddy Mark, who Mary's husband, who came out with me, was my +1 for your wedding.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, that DJ, he's like kind of famous or something. I think his name's Diplo. I was like, that's Diplo? Like, I knew what Diplo looked like, but it was kind of dark. And literally, Diplo is maybe the only DJ that I know.
He's one of the bigs, that's for sure.
And it was Diplo DJing for like literally nobody dancing. There was like 2 other guys dancing, and then it became a thing, and like then there was like 100 people dancing, and it was amazing. But and he was great. He was amazing. So Diplo was DJing the after party. It was a wild evening.
I just keep picturing you like you've had a couple of drinks going in a world where you just hear this music. You don't know Diplo, but you've got all your friends around, some of you haven't seen in a long time, and you can't talk to them because you just are drawn to that floor, Chip.
He does it. He's does voodoo magic on the 1s and 2s.
I can't even imagine, dude. That's amazing. This whole thing seemed out of control. I remember, I don't know what I just saw clips, obviously, on social media, but it looks like his green room for the show was just the Eagles' locker room, and they brought some couches in there.
I believe it was, yeah.
How insane is that alone?
Yeah. He was talking about that on stage, about how intimidating that is. Do that. And then, I mean, it was cool, but it's also crazy, like, when they would, because it was literally the stage was in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
4-sided, so you're walking around and everything. Like, when they introduce each of the comics and the other acts, it's not just like, hey, please welcome Chip Chantry, and then they walk up on stage. They have to walk from the locker room. It's like when like a boxer or like a professional wrestler comes out, and like they were they had it on the feed and like video, but them like walking out the whole way.
Dude.
It took, I'd say, the good part of a minute from when they announced the name until they got up on stage. Like it's got to be intimidating.
70, however many thousand people are watching me walk out to do my thing.
And set a couple of world records while he's at it.
If only we had a podcast where we talked about world records instead of just comedy and tropical travel.
Could you imagine?
Could you even imagine? Well, dude, that sounds like a banger of a weekend, and like just right in the touchstone, right in the cultural pulse of the world. We say there's no monoculture, but I think this event, the scope of it, the scale, really spoke to a lot of folks, and at least made its way into my feed in numerous ways. Yeah, really impressive, historic night for comedy.
How was your weekend, buddy?
Fantastic, dude. Yeah. Really, really good. It was my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday to her.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. We went to the theater, saw Phantom of the Opera at the Pantages.
Ooh, was it scary?
It was a little spooky, dude. Okay. It was a little spooky. I've seen it before, not in a long time. Mm-hmm. And I got in there, dude, and this is just a play about a weirdo.
The original title before Phantom of the Opera was literally called Incel Theater.
That's exactly what it was. So we did that, but a huge production. Really good to see on the stage. Wasn't necessarily a feel-good hit.
No.
Had a nice dinner at Mother Wolf. Did you ever go to Mother Wolf when you were here?
I went to Norm's a decent amount.
Norm's. We're talking about the diner.
Yes.
The Greasy Spoon.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a little bit different than Norm's.
Is it like the, what's the pie place? House of Pies?
Maybe more like House of Pies.
Or like a Denny's.
You're naming a lot of diners. This was in a fine Italian restaurant.
Okay, good.
What a life we're living here, Chip.
Speaking of the good life, do we want to get into some vacation news?
I think it's time for some Sunburnt news.
There it is. Sunburnt news, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. We're coming in hot, baby. Caribbean resorts are leaning hard into low-tech luxury, charging premium rates for the privilege of having low amounts of tech. How do you feel about it?
I love it, and I think it's hilarious.
Yes.
Because I would go for that too, okay? I do appreciate a TV in the room.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, get rid of my phone. I don't want all that other stuff. Give me nature.
Yeah.
But it's so funny how everything just, the pendulum swings. Like, how many, like, crappy motels did you see growing up that it's like
Uh-huh.
on the marquee, it's like color TV and HBO.
Yeah.
It's literally the only thing we have to offer. So we've gone so far into technology that we're coming out the other side of it.
Yeah.
People used to pay extra to have it. Now they're paying to not have it. And I think that is hilarious.
Well, I think it just speaks to how dumb we are with our little phones. We're just
Yes.
like curled over them the whole time. I don't know. I could be with my best friends or my family or anything like that.
I could be at a shoving match at a grocery store. You just want to be in the moment.
Exactly. But I got my little nose in that little phone.
And then you're not experiencing the world around you. Yeah.
You're not, and especially
when you're on vacation.
yeah, you flew all the way to the Caribbean, and we just have no discipline in that regard. And I think it's nice to just take it away, because if I don't have the option, if I left my phone in the other room even, I'm going to be a lot more present.
So that's what they're doing at this hotel. They're literally taking your phone from you.
Rock House Hotel in Negril, Jamaica, opened in 1974, Chip, and it didn't even have electricity.
The vending machine on the third floor was literally just a monkey dropping a Twix bar into your hand.
I would pay extra for that.
I would pay so much extra for that.
So they have electricity now, I believe, but there's still not even one TV on the premises, dude.
Good.
And they even offer a phone check-in, like a coat check-in.
Yep.
When you get there, if you want to, you can just check your phone.
Love it.
It's how you stay connected, stay present, and enjoy the thing you paid for. You can be on your phone at home.
E.T. tried to phone home, and they were just like, nope, you're staying on the planet. And, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about E.T. Yes, he built a device to do that, but for most of the time, E.T. did not have his cell phone with him, and he won the hearts of millions. So I think there's your answer right there.
I think we're for this trend, buddy.
Yeah.
It gets the Sunburnt stamp of approval. Leave that cell phone alone.
I was just going to say, I think there is, okay, this is an actual idea.
Yep.
To have some sort of camera device, okay?
Yeah.
Ready for me?
Mm-hmm.
That is obviously digital.
Yep.
That links to and maybe this already exists, that links to your phone, but it's not your phone. So literally, because the one thing you do want to have on vacation, you want to take some photos, but you have to have your phone with you.
Yep.
So then your phone's with you, so then you're going to be like, oh, somebody just contacted me on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just the camera for that you can take.
I think you're talking about a camera, Chip.
Oh, so you're saying that it could be a device that takes pictures without a phone or apps.
Yeah.
Hear me out further.
I mean, like, I think that's what you were pitching me, Chip.
Well, what if it was like a phone that takes pictures, that has the camera on it?
Yep.
But so it doesn't have any of the apps, doesn't have the internet, doesn't have email, doesn't even have the phone.
Right.
It gets hot sometimes and sunny on vacation. You don't want to overdo it. Obviously, sunburnt, right? We slather it up.
Yeah.
What if there's a device on this camera that has a giant black piece of cloth that you put over your head?
Right.
For when you take the picture, because then you don't see the glare, so then you can take the picture.
Like an old-timey camera?
I mean, it's something that I just invented.
Yeah, I think that exists, Chip.
And, like, the flash doesn't... I mean, I guess you could have the flash on the thing, but it's like you want it to feel more real. So instead of, like, just the flash coming from the camera, you have your head underneath that black thing, and then you actually hold up some what looks like gunpowder.
Yeah.
And it kind of pops off and gets really bright, and everybody looks... And it's lit very well then.
This is just early camera work.
One last thing about the camera. One last thing. This is sort of related, but I think tensions can get high when people are taking photos. Let's say it's a vacation in the continental United States. Like, let's say on the East Coast.
Okay.
Let's say around maybe like Maryland, Virginia, kind of like that area. Like Mid-Atlantic, a little south of where I am, right?
Yeah.
What if I think we could do this. I mean, we're getting people to go on vacation. What if we had people from the northern states get into a major conflict with people from the southern states, and like a war almost, and then we take photographs of the soldiers in the war standing very stone-faced under that camera with the black cloth on it?
I'm having a hard time figuring out why so many of your ideas eventually lead to a civil war.
There's no bad ideas in brainstorming. That's all I gotta say.
I know. I'm just telling you, when we brainstorm, a lot of times that road leads to you pitching starting another civil war.
Yeah.
I just can't help but think that like maybe you've been, maybe your algorithm's been a little hacked.
And that's the reason we need to get rid of our phones right there.
There we go.
There we go. Button on that. I figured out the problem with technology.
Maybe that is the new civil war. The phonies versus the not phonies.
I love it. I love how the phonies are called phonies.
Well, that's only the non-phonies call them phonies. They call themselves phone independent.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Phone independence.
Exactly.
Next story, Chip.
Thomas.
Dude, we have to think about this one. Saint Barth just turned a Rum Award show into a 5-day beach bash with judges.
Okay. This
Saint Barth's.
a 5-day rum competition. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, we did just finish the World Cup. This seems like the exact opposite of that.
It is, because there's so many more cups than just one World Cup.
I know. So many. And they're all filled with rum.
They would be. The Caribbean Journal is reporting that Caribbean Rum Awards are returning to St. Barth's from October 26th to October 30th this year, wrapping up just in time for Halloween.
Man, get in time to get that candy out for those kids.
This is year 9 for the event, and it's happening in Gustava, an island that's 8 square miles total. So this thing basically takes over the whole place, dude. 8 miles, all the world's rum, people going head to head. I just here's my thing. If you were going to enjoy the 5-day Rum Awards show, how do you do that with any dignity? How do you do that professionally? How do you do it? Like, I can't drink 2 rum drinks in a day without feeling a little woozy.
Sure.
What are you doing when that's the main focus of 5 days in a row?
I mean, it's a lot of hydration,
You got to hydrate.
a lot of eating some carbs, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's a Jack Sparrow lifestyle is what it is.
Right.
Why is the rum gone? Here's my question. How much weight do you put on during a 5-day rum bender on an island where you're relying heavily on carbs to balance out the booze in your belly?
And sweets in those drinks. Yeah, that is a...
Yeah, that's true. There's not a lot of savory rum drinks. It's a sweet daddy's beverage, baby.
That's a sweet, sweet drink. Yeah.
I guess it's made out of sugar cane, or some of it is. I don't really know.
That's what I would guess. I'll tell you, I had that rum and Coke the other night, and it was a sweet, sweet little drink.
I do not know why. I have such a strong memory to watching the first episode of Game of Thrones and having a Sailor Jerry's and Coke with my buddy, Michael Green.
Look at that. I used to do comedy shows at Sailor Jerry's store in Center City, Philadelphia. They had a store that was... here's the thing. I don't even know if they sold rum there because of the legality of it, like the licensing, like in Philadelphia or in Pennsylvania, you have to have like certain designated places. I think maybe you could buy some rum, but it was like a lot of Sailor Jerry, like clothing and apparel and all that. And a couple times we did shows like at night in Sailor Jerry's.
The rums, they really lean into that nautical theme, a lot of them. It's like you got the Kraken, a big octopus, basically, a big squid. You've got Captain Morgan.
I mean, the pirate himself.
The pirate himself. So we go from pirates to mythical sea creatures, which I believe are probably older than pirates.
Right.
And then you come up to a more modern day Sailor Jerry's. That's like a 1950s, like a Navyman sailor.
Tough guy, rolls his cigarettes up in his t-shirt sleeve.
Exactly. So they're covering the spectrum. Which one do you identify with? Pirate, Kraken, or sailor, Chip?
I think I'm gonna have to go. I do like the sailor vibe. I like that, like that mid-century kind of like tattoos and
exactly.
You know, it's like wait, are you in the band Social Distortion? I feel like you are. How about you? Which one are you going?
I think pirate. I think pirate's more interesting. I just can't relate because I don't have any tattoos.
Right.
The 50s sailor, it's like cool. It's gruff. I like it. It's a man's man.
Yeah.
It's a hard worker. You know they have that grip. They've been pulling the ropes. They've been fixing things with wrenches.
Oh, I've seen Popeye. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I think that I enjoy it, but it's not me, you know?
No, I get you.
I think I can fancy myself more a scallywag.
Yeah, you're a scallywag that does a lot of ballyhoo.
And I think there's Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a nice children's ride.
Sure.
filled with like some debauchery, but there's something fanciful about it. That ride with just 1950 sailors is a lot of, fairly jacked dudes kind of sitting around listening to records, vinyls.
Yeah, that one's a little scarier. You need to. I want some of the pageantry of pirates. I get that.
They had nice costumes. The whole thing was working for me. So back to this rum festival, dude. The lineup includes international rum competition itself, the white party. They got to have a white party at all these Saint Barth's fancy.
Diddy dropped the baton for one reason or another.
It's better than you. You don't want to drop a baton around Diddy.
No, you do not.
He kind of ruined the white party, didn't he?
He really did, yeah.
It's all stained, which is not good when everybody's wearing white. That's the last thing you want is a stain.
Of course.
They've got major beachfront celebrations and invite-only tastings and a closing pairing dinner where they're bringing in like big-time chefs, dude, to really put together some nice meals for these rich folks who are just blasted on 5 days of rum.
You want it fancy, but like almost I think it's just bring in some old pirate ships.
Yeah.
And just eat turkey legs. You know what I mean? Like at that point, what are we doing?
I love it, but also I think this is what I want to see. I want like a young journalist. I want a movie about a young journalist who goes to the Saint Barth's Caribbean Rum Awards. I want to see the people he meets.
Yep.
I want to see the hijinks he gets into.
I like that.
Or she. Yeah. And I just think there's something interesting happening. This is very appealing to me, Chip. I think I would like to go to something like this.
I think that's
exactly.
What it is. Yeah.
Exactly. Rum Diaries.
Okay. Oh, Rum Diaries. Exactly.
Yes.
What if there was a murder on the island? I don't see anybody get murdered, but come on. One billionaire, and then people have to solve it.
And they're hammered?
Yes. I'm in.
All right.
That is the low-tech vacation that I want.
This might be Netflix behind this low-tech vacation. Because, of course, with no tech, you can't watch Netflix while you're on vacation.
So then you come back and just binge it.
You're building up that appetite. You come back and binge it. But I think without tech on the islands, nobody's going to solve any of these one-off murders, and that way they can make unlimited documentaries about it, Chip.
Now I see where you're going. I like that idea. Yes. Yeah. Without all that extra surveillance, that's a 6-parter right there.
It really is. I mean, it could have been an hour and a half. We all know it could have been an hour and a half documentary.
But that girl got murdered on that wharf. Here is the next week of you and your wife's after-work lives.
And you're going to hear from her prom date she hasn't talked to in 7 years.
Of course. About how vibrant and full of life she was. Yeah.
When everybody's alive, they're so full of life, Chip.
So full of life. And that's the thing. You never, this guy died. He was a real dud.
Buddy,
we actually did. I had a scripted podcast. We never were able to get it finished because life gets in the way, and we tried a bunch of things. And my partner was living up in New York. Do you remember S-Town?
Yeah.
Riveting, heartbreaking, beautiful podcast about this guy's life, and was he murdered or what happened?
Yeah.
We had another one, and it was basically that guy, but he was just literally the worst person on earth. And we were trying to find one person to say something nice about him, and we just kept interviewing different people, and nobody had anything to say.
Do you remember any of the specifics? What made him so bad, dude?
The way he died was his jet ski overturned on top and smushed him because he was trying to get the jet ski from the back of a pickup truck into an above-ground pool. And he was going to ride the jet ski around an above-ground pool, and it rolled over and crushed him, I think. And I think that was like the big pivotal moment.
That's not good behavior, as Santa Claus would say.
So it was me and my buddy James Heskey.
Oh, I know James.
You know James. Oh, James from Goose.
Yeah, shout out James.
It also starred two of the characters in it were John DeCarlo and Ryan Shaner, two very funny Philly comedians who I get to spend a bunch of time with at the Shane show the other night.
Oh, nice.
Hadn't seen DeCarlo in forever, so it was nice. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. A real coming together of the Philadelphia comedy scene. It's nice to see that he didn't leave that behind, even though he's the biggest star in the world.
No, it was great.
I think that's probably pretty unique, dude.
I think it is. It was really cool. It was very cool for him to invite all of us there and be a part of it.
Seems to be navigating whatever he's going through in a way many don't.
Patton Oswalt, I heard talking once about how he saw people get famous, of course, and he kind of became famous. And he was like, there's two different types of people. There was the type of person who like made it to that next level, got SNL or got whatever sitcom or writing job. And then they slammed the door behind them because they didn't want anybody to catch up because they were threatened.
Yeah.
And so then they were in that world. But then there were the other people who kept that door open and let their friends come in because it only made it a better. So it's like an Adam Sandler situation. You know what I mean?
If you're just the type of person that wants to see everybody do well, you tend to do really well.
Exactly.
If you got the goods, I guess.
And I got the goods, baby.
We're just giving a shout out here. Caribbean Rum Festival.
Yeah, Saint Barth's.
If you'd like a tropical comedy show to accompany your extravaganza, the In Paradise Tour would be happy to make a stop at your event. We're fascinated by your event. Mm-hmm. And we promise, if there's any murders involved and you bring us to the event, we will not be on the side that did the murdering. We will be on the side that's very interested in solving it.
We are generally anti-murder.
And we're also huge pusses. So we're not going to fight or hurt anybody because we do not like repercussions.
Who are the two biggest cowards on the island? You found them.
We can't even tan our tummies because our bellies are so yellow.
So yellow.
Okay.
It's amazing.
All right, next story, baby. Apparently, billionaires have the same restaurant obsession, Chip.
When I first read this story, I was so angry by it. I was so disinterested in it.
Really?
I rolled my eyes so hard, but then I kept reading and realized that I actually loved this story.
Okay,
when I actually found out what the restaurant was.
Let's get into it, dude. People.com is reporting that actor Richard E. Grant revealed a secret about high society vacations. Every billionaire he's ever traveled with took him to the same exact restaurant. So, like, I know, let's talk about your perception. You said you were furious when you read this. What were you picturing immediately after hearing that? And listener at home, viewer at home, do this exercise with you. You hear that this guy was traveling with billionaires, independent trips, 3 different billionaires, 3 different trips. They all went to the Amalfi Coast. Mm-hmm. They all took him to the same exact restaurant. It's the Billionaire Secret Restaurant. What are we picturing in our mind? What's making you so furious right now?
It's the white tablecloth, super sleek, music playing, tiny little plates of things that I normally just wouldn't eat. I mean, delicious things, but just super high end.
Yeah.
Everybody's dressed to the nines, and it's sleek but stuffy at the same time.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times those places, the currency is less about the food and more about the access.
Right.
Can be infuriating, just a place for the richies to hobnob, and apparently that's not what this place is necessarily.
No, not at all.
The restaurant's called La Scoglio. It's a family-run spot in Marina del Cantone on Amalfi Coast.
Okay.
Grant said everybody he went with walked him into the kitchen to meet the chefs and like the family that runs the restaurant.
Interesting.
It's like a meet and greet type of place. It's just a small little restaurant. Mm-hmm. It focuses heavily on seafood caught that day and fresh produce. That's like the big selling feature. It's the freshest seafood and local produce from, I believe, the family's farm. I believe like they grow all their own stuff at this restaurant. So it's like controlled process from start to finish, the freshest food. And then the people that run this place are just super talented, but also super friendly. Like when you go there, you know them.
See, that's the type of place that I strive for. Yeah.
There's this level of Italian restaurant where you just can't believe how freaking good it is. And you just don't understand what other restaurants are doing. If they could make their Italian food taste like this, why wouldn't they? But I think it comes down to the ingredients, more or less. Like these places, the Mother Wolf, they say red on their menu. Every piece of produce there was like hand selected at a very specific farmer's market where, the local produce is brought in.
I hope it was the farmer's market at the Grove. That's my hope.
It was the Grove Farmers Market.
Right behind Dupar's.
You've named every Los Angeles diner in this episode.
I think I've nailed it. The 101 Coffee Shop, which is now the Clark Street Diner, I believe. I think I've nailed all of them.
So this place sounds awesome. I get it. I'm not personally a seafood guy.
Right.
But, I mean, you kind of, the billionaires love this place, dude. I got to go.
You gotta try it. Yeah.
If you could eat anything, this is what they choose to eat. That says something.
Yeah, yeah. They could literally go anywhere. That's where they're going.
Here's the deal. The first one of us to become a billionaire takes the other one to this restaurant.
We're going to the restaurant. Or at the very least, Norm's.
Yes.
And you can get whatever you want there.
Oh, how about this? The first one of us on the other side, the first one of us to declare bankruptcy.
Take the other one to Norm's.
Get the other one takes them to Norm's.
Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, next story. National Burrito Day, National Wine Day. National days like these are dumb, Chip. Do we agree?
Yeah, nobody really pays attention to them.
Checkaday.com is reporting that on July 30th, 2026, alone, that one single day, is 12 official days, Chip.
Okay, that's too many. I mean, we have 365 days we can spread the wealth.
And the worst part about this is there are 11 days crowding out World Snorkeling Day. And you know how passionate I am about snorkeling.
I mean, you put your mouth on the hose, you suck in that air. That needs to be its own day to give it some recognition. Come on.
Yeah, give it a little elbow room. I feel like all these other days are just man spreading, and my precious snorkeling day is getting tossed out to sea with the tide.
Right. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the other pretender days. Earth Overshoot Day lands on July 30th.
This is a scary one. Yeah.
The day of the year when we start using more resources than we're going to be able to replenish as a planet
for that year. And we're only halfway through the year. Yes. It's like going on vacation for a week and running out of underwear on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. It's basically the same thing.
Exactly. Except when the earth runs out of underwear, I think we all die.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's coming. So this is when we're in a deficit. Not unlike the U.S. government, we have overspent what we have available to us. And if we keep doing that, that's no good. So that's a bummer day. Get out of here. Let us snorkel and have fun. It's also National Cheesecake Day, which...
Love that.
I mean, I like a nice cheesecake. Do we need a day?
I think it's more of a night. What that? Okay, they really haven't done that. Like, it's like National Cheesecake Night.
Oh,
sounds a little sexier, doesn't it? Baywatch did that. You know, like
Baywatch Nights.
Baywatch Nights, like cheesecake nights. That way, it's not in the way of snorkeling because it's sort of designated after hours.
It's so crowded in the day. Take a night. Come on, cheesecake. Be smart about it.
Right.
Get somebody at your famous factory over there to figure out a calendar and a little marketing. Get a cheesecake night.
Thank you.
National Chili Dog Day is also July 30th, which I find offensive this year to celebrate with the diarrhea parasite running wild.
Yeah, it's like let them have some room because I believe the next day is National Tums Day.
Yeah, it would be like during COVID having a national don't cover your mouth or wash your hands after you cough day.
Exactly.
Andy Kaufman. It's also Father-in-Law Day and International Day of Friendship. It's too many days. This is all nonsense. Pare it down to, if you got to keep one, I say keep snorkel.
Yep.
World Snorkel Day, and get outside and do a little snorkeling if you can.
Or get in your bathtub and do it. Either way.
Next story. Chip, this is we talked about Saint Barth's.
Yeah.
But that's not the rich people story. This is some real rich people crap.
Uh-oh.
Somebody just paid $50 million for a T-Rex fossil.
Wow.
How much money do you have when you're like, I think I'll allocate the $50 million to dinosaur bones?
Maybe I could feed some hungry people.
I get not one to feed hungry people.
Nah.
I'm just talking about getting yachts, houses.
Dinosaur bones. Yacht. I need a dinosaur bone for my yacht because I'm going to an island where we're going to take the DNA of dinosaurs and try to replicate them.
Okay, you have $50 million.
Yeah.
What's your hierarchy of purchase? A well-run, respected diner.
Okay.
You change the name to Chip Chantry's Cafe.
Yeah.
And you have a place that you can go anytime and get the best diner food in Philadelphia. A hot air balloon.
Okay.
Chip Chantry's hot air balloon. You will own it. You will be able to monetize it, but most importantly, you'll be able to take that big, beautiful bad boy up into the air anytime you want. You'll soar with the Eagles, Chip.
Yeah, I will.
And number 3, we're going boat.
Okay.
A nice yacht, even though you're relatively landlocked where you're at.
Right.
What's the hierarchy? You have $50 million. What are you buying first?
I mean, hands down the diner. Not even a
Right.
whatever. And then I think just for the whimsy of it, every rich jerk's got his yacht, got his boat. Who's got their own hot air balloon? Me.
Yeah, this guy.
I like a boat. A boat's fine. A boat's a lot of work. Boat's a lot of
Yeah.
pain. But if I have $50 million, I can probably pay somebody to take care of it. So that
Yeah, I
would
bet
be
you
nice.
can cover that.
But then you're just with the other boat people. You know what I mean? And I think the hot air balloon community, I think that's where I want to be.
The HBC, you think those are your people?
The HBC. Speaking of which, Saint Barth's hot air balloon festivals. You need a stand-up comedian, right here. These guys will come and do a show.
I think every hot air balloon launched on a island ends in a water rescue. I have to
100%.
imagine. It's so windy.
Yeah.
The land's small.
That's why like the biggest hot air balloon festival in the world, I believe, is in New Mexico, because there's nothing but land.
Got a lot of space. All right, man. Back to this dinosaur bone. It's $50.1 million what this guy ended up winning the auction for. He remained anonymous, mostly because he didn't want to get the wrath of the Sunburnt podcast, making fun of such a large purchase.
You lucked out this time, pal.
It smashes the previous record of a dinosaur fossil named Stan T-Rex.
Nice.
That sold for nearly $32 million. Chip, we got to find some dinosaur fossils.
Yeah, I got to start digging. I think my first purchase is going to be a shovel.
You got to buy some land.
And then just hope that there are some dinosaur bones on there.
This one was found on a private property, and it was uncovered. So, I believe the person whose property it was gets $50 million for selling this dinosaur fossil.
Good for them. I wonder what they'll do with the $50 million then.
Oh, what will they do?
That would be an interesting thing, to track $50 million purchases. So, this anonymous guy buys dinosaur fossils for $50 million. So now this family has $50 million. What do they spend $50 million on?
How this money keeps going on and being respent, reinvested. Just a little dinosaur cash, dude.
Yeah.
You ever had a dino buck? Anybody ever bought a dinosaur-related?
Yeah, just get some Dinobucks out there. Just start buying it. Maybe that's the currency instead of crypto coin. It's cryptocurrency. It's just old dinosaur bones.
Dinosaur bones are at least real.
We know bones are skeletons money. We know that.
Yeah, bones are the money.
Yeah.
We've heard about that.
We've already established that.
This T-Rex that was bought is 67 million years old, 12 and a half feet tall. That's a tall dino.
It's a big guy.
38 feet long. 38 feet long. That's a gigantic animal. I'm starting to see where the price point, it's still over $1 million per foot long. That seems a little excessive. Yeah. And it made up of 183 fossil bones.
There's 50 mil.
This dinosaur's name is Gus, which is named after the person who owned the property it was found on.
Something does make me feel a little happier and safer about this world, that there is a guy out there right now named Gus who's got $50 million.
Exactly, because Gus is the name of somebody who enjoys a diner.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
I also know that he probably, with $50 million, enjoys a little comedy and tropical travel. Gus, if you're out there, Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise is happening November 26th at the Blue Note, Hawaii. Come on out to Waikiki, spend a little of that scratch on a very nice hotel room, and an unforgettable week spending Thanksgiving away from the cold with your friends, family, whoever you want to bring, and top it all off. Make it even sweeter with a night of comedy. Thanksgiving night, nonetheless. I can't believe we got the night. You got to get to the show. It's going to be the cherry on top.
Yes.
It's a night of comedy to be thankful for, on top of a life you're already thankful for because you're living it right. Come on out, Gus. That's my plea to Gus. Yes. I'm going to ask every single person in America who I know recently got $50 million. to come. I'm going to ask them individually.
Sometimes when you rattle their cage, you're a little nasty to them.
Yeah.
And write some foul language, they're going to come to a comedy show.
Chip Chantry's Nagging Millionaires is a series of books you've been working on.
And it works. I will tell you, it works.
They like white glove service and dirty, filthy talk. That's how you interact with the wealthy. The type of people that can buy a 12.5-foot tall dinosaur. Here's the thing. If you have room in your home for a 38-foot long fossil that's 12.5 feet tall, that $50 million is probably not even a challenge.
Oh, it's such a drop in the bucket.
I like dinosaur bones. I think it's cool. I just go to free museums to see them, Chip. I don't need to own it. That's it for Sunburnt News, everybody. Now we're taking a step right into Hypochondriac Corner.
Let's do it. How you feeling this week, Thomas?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still freaked out about this parasite.
As am I. I haven't had too many greens, and I feel like I need them.
Yeah, we need leafy greens. We're growing burnt boys.
Yes, we are.
So here's the problem. It's the back and forth, Chip. It's the back and forth. Everybody's scared. They don't know exactly what causes it. They don't know where it's coming from. It's spreading like wildfire through multiple states. And then the CDC comes out and announces, we think we know what it is. It's Taylor Farms. It is a farm based out of Mexico that's importing foods. And they're like, we got a positive hit coming out of there. That's where this whole thing's coming from. And basically shoot up the flare that this thing's over. They're recalling everything.
Go buy some lettuce. Yeah.
I kind of start thinking about going back to normal, right?
Yep.
And actually, we went to that restaurant I was telling you about, Mother Wolf. Was talking to the server there, and my wife was just like, "Hey, what's going on with this thing? Are people still ordering normally, or should we like stick off of certain things from the menu?" Yeah. And he was like, he seemed like a very fun dude. I like this guy a lot. A good server, a good attitude, did a great job, but like seemed like a fun guy. Sure. Probably a burnt one, I'm assuming. Sure. And he was like, I don't pay attention to the news. I'm not plugged in like that. He's like, I like music, I like art, I like other things. I'm not attached to my phone all the time. So I hadn't heard about anything. But I did realize everybody stopped ordering salads.
Sees it. He knows.
He was like, literally last night I went to my boss and it was just like, hey, ticket sales have been a little lower. Nobody's ordering salads up front. Yeah. And the boss let him know, yeah, it's because people are crapping their brains out and they don't know why. Right? So, but at that time we're like, it's the Taylor Farms. They're definitely not getting it from Taylor Farms. We order up. We go big. We actually stayed away from the salad. We got a peach burrata instead, but it's produce adjacent. Who knows? There could be a parasite on there, but we think Taylor Farms. And the next day they walk it back. They're like, we actually had a false result. Yeah, I would like it to go away. I got a little freaked out. I've got a 2-year-old. All they want to eat is berries. We can't really give her berries. Yeah. And it's also berry season, dude. We're letting a lot of good berries burn, baby.
I've been going watermelon. We've had a lot of watermelon around the house, and I think that's pretty safe. And it's great. I'm actually, after this episode, I'm going to the grocery, and I'm going to purchase myself a new watermelon. And okay, yeah. Let's say you or your wife purchase a watermelon.
Yep.
You don't grease it up like we did from a couple episodes ago.
Like a watermelon fish.
You want to, let's say, put it in a bowl, let's say, right? What is your process of that?
I'll tell you my favorite. And I'm not, and this is coming sideways a little bit because I'm not a watermelon man. Okay. I do love melon, just like watermelon didn't quite captivate me. I love a cantaloupe. I love a honeydew.
Honeydew, okay.
But my favorite way to take melon down is a ball, baby. Yes. You get a melon baller. You ball it out, and you serve people these delightful little balls. You can also put them in the freezer, Chip, and have a little crunchy melon snack later if you want. Just one ball at a time, baby. That's the best way. But I think the most economical way is just, kind of cut the rind off.
My wife she cuts it in half, and then I started doing this too. We have an ice cream scooper.
Okay.
So it's basically a ball, and we scoop it out. It's great.
That's great.
It goes a lot faster than the cutting, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those amazing people in those videos. You ever see those guys that just cut it up like crazy? I want to be one of those guys someday.
I want to be one of those guys. I do not have the coordination. I'd be a fingerless man if I was trying to cut the melon that fast.
Oh, 0 fingers by the end of training.
I saw a video the other day of some dude going to town on a coconut.
Oh,
and just basically had this huge spike, and he was just hammering with the force of his whole body. Just like, every strike is half an inch away from his fingers, which with the force that is tearing the crust off this coconut. And I'm like, where does he get the precision and the gosh dang balls to be able to do this? And he still had all 10, baby. He was working with 10 digis after hammering these coconuts all day.
Yeah, I love it.
Whew, there's some people more talented than I am, Chip.
Love getting hammered in the coconuts.
Ooh, sounds like a little rum drink.
Ooh.
That's it for the Hypochondriac Corner. It's time for Buffett Facts, dude. We celebrate the man, Mr. Jimmy Buffett. Chip and I are huge Buffett fans. We celebrate his life's work, but most importantly, we celebrate his mentality, his vibe, what he brought to the world in terms of positivity, and what he brought to his own life in terms of never doing anything he didn't seem to want to do, and still being successful and having a lot of friends. This is the guy we want to emulate. That's why we study him so carefully, and we do the research. We find the facts about Mr. Buffett that only the biggest parrot heads know already, that only the true researchers have found out. We're doing our best to dive deep. Chip, what is your Buffett fact this week, my man?
Multiple producers have tried to make biopics about Jimmy Buffett's life, but every time they get everyone on set, they just end up chilling and partying. It never gets made.
Those classic Hollywood parties mixed with Buffettness is not always a recipe for a finished product. You know what I mean?
Yep. How about you, Thomas? What is your Buffett fact?
Jimmy Buffett achieved his legendary positive attitude by avoiding negative self-talk and negative self-singing.
There it is.
Yeah, it's a mindset thing, buddy.
Son of a sailor.
You cannot be talking negative to yourself about yourself, and you definitely can't be singing negatively to yourself about yourself, and get the kind of mental fortitude, the positive attitude that Mr. Buffett had. Chip, have you ever been guilty of involuntarily
manslaughtering anybody? No, but don't even ask. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Have you been afflicted with just the unbelievable negative thoughts about yourself? Just involuntarily just pops in like, you're
I didn't realize
idiot.
I didn't realize people had positive thoughts about themselves. I'm just learning about this now.
I've never had a involuntary positive thought.
I had to focus to get those positive thoughts.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at writing. It doesn't just pop into me. It's like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you said that.
No, just constant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I had one of those the other day. I could not. I didn't even say anything weird. I thought about it, and it was just like, I had a conversation with somebody, and it was fine.
Right.
Maybe I didn't set the world on fire. Maybe I didn't close a big deal. Maybe I didn't raise my stock in this person's opinion. But it just floated back to me, and I was just like, you said nothing impressive. What are people spending time with you for?
Oh, even that you got mad at yourself for. Jeez, just for blending in.
No, I got to win, baby, or else this thing says you're losing. Yeah. It's a Ricky Bobby mentality. If you're not first, you're last.
You're last.
All right, dude, Buffett facts are over. That means we're feeling some splishing. We're feeling some splashing. It's time for the Sunburnt Podcast Fish of the Week.
Fish of the Week.
Our hero of the deep, Chip. I don't want to speak out of turn.
Okay.
But a little birdie told me you have quite the aquatic friend.
Oh, I 100% do. That birdie was correct.
Ooh, a seabird.
Our fish of the week is Malcolm, the yellow stripe goatfish.
The yellow striped goatfish. That's quite a name. Is Malcolm in the middle of anything?
He is in the middle of the water, I will tell you that much.
A real water hog.
He is a real water hog, yes.
Okay, tell me about this goatfish, buddy.
So his name's Malcolm, just like your dad's friend Malcolm growing up. Remember that guy that he used to work with at the phone company, did the high wire lines?
Yeah.
Always came over the house, hung out. He was always fun, but a little scary.
Yeah.
He had kind of that Sailor Jerry slick back hair, the cigarettes in the sleeve. There was always something going on with him, and liked to throw him back. But your dad was old buddies with him, and he would stick around sometimes a little too long.
Yeah.
That's kind of like Malcolm, the yellow striped goatfish.
Really? Okay, so he's got this vibe. He's Dad's old friend.
Yeah. First of all, just in the name, he's got a sweet yellow stripe right down the side of his body.
Look at
just
that.
like your dad's friend Malcolm, who had that sweet yellow stripe down the side of his Camaro when he would come over on Friday nights. Also, just like your dad's friend Malcolm, Malcolm's got a sweet Fu Manchu mustache.
Oh, really?
You know, the big old long
Yeah.
mustache dropping down literally. It's not so much a mustache as it is a pair of barbels. And what a barbel is like this like very like thick whisker kind of situation that fish will use sometimes that come out, it looks like a mustache, where it will feel under the sand at the bottom of the water, feel under the sand. It'll feel and taste for food.
They can taste with the barbels.
They can taste with the barbels. And most importantly, the ladies love it.
Oh, dude, it's a good look. It's a strong look.
Strong, manly look. Yeah.
Oh, Malcolm, you dog, dude.
Right? I mean, he's a sleek looking guy. Now, just like when your dad's friend's over and he's hanging out all night, Malcolm eats anything his mustache can wrap around.
Okay.
Crustaceans, worms, mollusks. Just be glad it's not that whole pan of brownies that your mom made for the church fundraiser the next day. And when she wakes up, they're gone.
You got to leave those brownies alone.
And just like those other guys on those motorcycles that always seem to be hanging around Malcolm, Malcolm travels in a pack, Thomas.
Oh, dude, a packfish.
Even though he's a lone wolf at heart,
Yeah.
he travels in great schools of fish. I feel like a lot of the most recent fishes of the week we've had they're sort of lone wolves and they're sort of territorial.
Yeah, triggerfish.
Exactly. The yellow striped goatfish, big packs, big schools of fish. They're schooling around to protect themselves and to hunt for food and to protect each other themselves. They stay in a big school. Do you know what the scientific name is for that, Thomas?
Goatfish, maybe a herd.
It's called the buddy system.
Oh, buddy.
The buddy system. They get those schools of fish. They got nothing but buddies all around.
Yeah,
So,
friends.
There it is. Now, also, Malcolm's kind of slick, Thomas.
Yeah?
Malcolm is slick. He's got that bright yellow stripe down the side. But at night, Malcolm can change color to hide from its predators.
Just at night?
Just at night. He can, I guess
Whoa.
anytime, but really at night is when he tones it down, gets those darker colors so that the predators can't find him as easily. Kind of like when your dad's friend would hide in your closet when you're sleeping until the cops leave.
Yeah.
He'd be wearing all black and be like, hey, little buddy, I'm just going to stand here for a minute.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, you go back to sleep. And he's like, I'm just going to wait. And the cops are like, where is he? Where is he? And your dad's like, I don't know where he is. He wasn't here. He's like, his Camaro's out front. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. And then finally they leave. And then Malcolm's just like, all right, the heat's off, And then he heads back out and they continue playing cards. And I will say, just like your dad's friend, Malcolm is a ladies' man.
Oh, yeah.
He gets with those mama fish all year long, especially, though, March through June. That's
Okay.
kind of his high point for mating, March through June, just like your dad's friend, because that tax refund used to come in. He's got a little money to spend on those ladies.
Yeah, he called it the season for pleasing.
I believe that's what it was, and that was the T-shirt that he also had. He's sleek. He can hide at night. He travels in a school. He's got that mustache that searches out that food. That is why Malcolm, the yellow striped goatfish, is this week's Fish of the Week.
Malcolm, you're a little bit dangerous, a lot bit beautiful, and kind of an enigma, and you've always been a good friend to Dad. What a fun fish, dude.
Oh, and finally, just like your dad's friend, I didn't know what this mean when I was a little kid, still don't, but Malcolm is a foot long.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it is just like your dad's friend, apparently.
That's a lot to work with there, Malcolm.
It is. It is.
That's it for the Fish of the Week. That means it's time to crack open the good book, Chip.
Crack it open, the Guinness Book of World Records, the tallest, the fastest, the smartest, the wildest, the biggest. Thomas, what is your Guinness Book World Record for the week?
We're going to have to start with a personal issue you and I have.
Okay.
You know how you're always going around Ben Franklin was the best with kites. Ben Franklin was the only one who knows how to do anything cool with kites.
It is a Philly thing.
Ben Franklin's the kite daddy.
Kite Daddy is my vanity license plate, but go ahead. Yes.
You got to stop it, Chip. Because my record this week is for the fastest speed kite surfing.
Whoa.
Kite surfing. You know kite surfing where you got a parachute, huge brass balls, and kind of a surfboard strapped to your feet, and you just let the wind take you wherever you want to go.
Just let it happen. Speaking of hot air balloons.
Chip, I need you to guess how many miles per hour, MPHs, which is also NPHs, Neil Patrick Harris's cousin.
Okay.
I need you to guess how many MPHs did a French men's kiteboard?
I'm going to say 45 Neil Patrick Harris's.
45 Neil Patrick Harris's. That's very close when you adjust to the cousin, miles per hour. Chip, can you imagine being just like strapped in to a parachute on one side and a board on the other side and going 66.71 miles per hour, buddy?
Man.
That is dangerous to do in something that has airbags.
Yes.
And also, have you ever seen a kiteboarding video that didn't end in some kind of calamity?
No, it always ends poorly.
And I'm sure they're not showing you the ones where it just goes well and they scoot along. But like there are rocks, there is land, there are gusts of wind. It seems like a dangerous sport. And this guy went 66.71 miles per hour, dude.
Jeez.
Technically speeding on most freeways. This was done on November 13th, 2017.
Okay.
Alexander Cagriez, he was getting pulled in the Camargue region of southern France during the Salt and Speed event.
Okay.
And this wasn't just a random beach. The Camargue is a salt flat with a narrow canal that's basically a wind tunnel, dude.
Oh, so he's not even in the ocean.
He's in a canal.
He's in a canal. That's just even more dangerous.
Yeah, so if you think about like just this little canal, a narrow canal, little body of water, and just a historically fast gust of wind that's always going through this area.
That's crazy.
Sailors have been going to this specific area for decades, specifically to break speed records because the wind is violently consistent. And also, for Alexander, dude, he broke his own record.
Really?
In 2013, same area, he was going just a few more Neil Patrick Harris's than he would eventually in 2017. Yeah. And it's not this guy's first record. He is built for speed records. He builds his whole life around it. And, I just want to say congrats, Alexander.
Yeah, huzzah, my man.
Huzzah. May your speed stay up, may your vibe stay high, and may you just stay alive.
You didn't discover electricity, but you were electric.
Stay safe out there, Alexander. We root you on, we support you, and we thank you for being a world record setter.
Boom.
Boom. What about you, Chip?
All right, so I already kind of mentioned it. This is crazy. So this weekend, I was part of Guinness World Record history. Okay?
Unbelievable.
Friday night, July 17th, 2026. A new world record was set by Shane Gillis, comedian. He not only set one record, he set 2 world records. He even had I don't know if you saw the picture, he had the plaques to commemorate it, too.
I did see those pictures. Yeah, it's insane, dude.
He had the most tickets sold for a solo comedian for one event.
Oh, my God.
That was 77,074 tickets.
Mind-boggling.
So most tickets sold for a solo comedian, 77,074 tickets. And then I was one of these in attendance, the largest actual audience. So there's the tickets sold and then the people who actually showed up. By the way, there was actually talk. This could have been the biggest show, which it was, biggest comedy show. It almost got canceled.
Really?
Because of, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The smoke from the Canadian wildfires.
Oh, that would have been devastating.
Were so bad, and it's outside in an outdoor venue. I mean, it was bad in Philadelphia for a few days. Luckily, it was sort of the tail end of it. I literally, because it was bad for me with my allergies and everything like that.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous about it. We almost didn't go because we're like, that morning it was thick. You've been there with the fires, of course, in LA. and it's like I'm coughing. People were wearing masks around the city that day. I saw a few people wearing masks at the show. By that point, it got better. But I'll be honest with you, I actually, because I knew because we couldn't be outside for that long. But we're not supposed to be outside for more than 30 minutes.
Wow.
But we're supposed to be outside for 2+ hours.
Yeah.
I actually did wear a mask on the walk because we can walk to the stadium. So on the walk down, then I took it off, and then by then it was a lot better. But so anyway, the largest audience for a comedian in attendance, confirmed audience members, 73,946.
Dude.
Almost 74,000 people. He performed for almost 74,000 people at one point on Friday night.
That's unbelievable.
Congratulations to friend of ours, Shane Gillis, world record for the largest audience for a solo comedian and the most tickets sold for a solo comedian.
Dude, that is absolutely insane.
Yep.
Hats off, Shane. Congratulations. This has been the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. I was told that I could call down to obtain some not-so-legal items.
Mr. Chantry, we're not going through this again. The hotel does not engage in that type of illegal
You know you can score it for me. I got $300 cash.
Even if I could get it, $300 can't buy you a baby panda.
How about a monkey?